Hello everybody, this video is presented to you by runwaysrattles.com. We apologize for the quality, but the requests for a how-to were so overwhelming, we did our best to get this to you as soon as possible. So let's get started. Of course you need a sari, an underskirt or genio, and a blouse. You also need a couple of safety pins. All the saris start in one basic way. Take the end of the sari and put it across your back with the end of the sari to your left and the rest of the sari to your right. Take the left side and tuck it in the front starting from the right to the left. Tuck the sari into your skirt all around you. Tip: wear your shoes during this part to make sure the sari's length is right. Now, with the rest of the sari, start by grabbing the portion of the sari before the balu starts. The balu is the other end of the sari that usually has a border on all sides or more work on it in general. Tuck the part before the balu into the front of your skirt so to create a loop of fabric in the front. Then grab the other end of the sari or the balu and put it around your body one full time. The balu is where all the magic happens. The first style here is going to be Bengali. Take the very end of the sari and pleat it so that the first pleat is facing the right and the last pleat is facing the left. Another tip: pleating is easiest when combining your index and middle fingers and your thumb, ring, and pinky fingers. Notice how the border is facing out in the first and last pleat. Once you are done pleating, take as much of the sari as you prefer to keep, usually the length from your shoulder to your knee. Combine the pleats all the way down. Then pin the pleats to your blouse on your left shoulder. Once you pin the pleats, take the inside border and wrap it around your chest and back around you. You can now untuck the fabric that created the loop and tighten the fabric around your chest and back. Adjust the fabric accordingly to create the loop in front. Now you're ready to pleat the fabric in the loop. You want to make sure even pleats about 5 to 6 inches wide, starting at the right and working through the loop until all the fabric is used. Make sure the pleats are all lined up vertically, at the same time making sure the border on the bottom is lined up and just above the ground. Once you use all the fabric, shake the sari out to adjust the pleats all the way down, and then tuck the fabric in according to your desired length so that the pleats are in the middle of your body. Another tip: make sure to pin those pleats as much as possible. It will be comforting when you're walking and adjusting it as the day goes along. Adjust the front of the sari to cover the pleats once you have tucked and fixed around your waist. And there you have it. That's your Bengali style. The next style is back dip. If you're just joining, watch part 1 to get up to this point. For the back dip, take the inside border of the pleats, grab the corner and pin it to your right shoulder as such. The next style is Devdas. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Hold the pleated balu to your left, with the end looping over to the back. Drape the balu over your left shoulder from the back. Take the inside border and bring it across your back and drape the border straight across your chest under the pleats. Pin the left side and the right side to the blouse so that the border stays straight across your chest. The next style is Gujarati. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Take the pleated balu, bring it around and drape it over your right shoulder. Make sure the end comes to your knees. Take the inside border of the pleats and drape it across your chest. Through the loop, taking the corner to the back where you pin it to your skirt or your blouse. The next style is long Gujarati. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Take the pleated pallu, bring it around and drape it over your right shoulder. Make sure the end comes down to the middle of your calf. Take the inside border of the pleats and drape it across your chest. Through the loop, taking the corner to the back where you pin it to your skirt or blouse, as such. The next style is Bengali with pallu out. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. From the basic Bengali, unpin the pleats and let the fabric hang out. Drape it onto your left hand and take the border from the back and hold it in your right hand. The next style is Gujarati with pallu out. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Take the top border of the sari, bring it around you and drape it on your right shoulder. Make sure the end is close to your knees and that there's a loop on the back left. Then take the front part of the border and drape it across your chest, pinning the corner to the back of your skirt or blouse. The next style is Dupatta style pallu. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Take the top border of the sari, bring it around you and drape it on your right shoulder. Make sure there's no extra fabric behind you. Pull all the fabric to the front. Create a V shape in the front and take the rest of the fabric and drape it over your left shoulder. You can fix the V and pin it as such and adjust the sari so that you are comfortable. Make sure to pin the sari on your shoulders so that there is no movement. The next style is Mumtaz. If you're just joining us, watch part 1 to get caught up on the basic start of the sari. Make sure to leave more than the usual amount of fabric for the pallu. Start by gathering the fabric so that the bottom of the sari is raised to about your knees. Tuck the sari into your skirt as you drape the sari around you one entire time. Then drape the sari around yourself for a second time. This time do not tuck the sari into your skirt, but leave it so that the border on both sides of the sari are shown. Drape the end of the sari across your left shoulder. Adjust the sari to make sure the borders are aligned. Pin the sari on your shoulder so that there's no movement. And there it is, that's your Mumtaz style. Thank you for joining us. We hope you visit us at runwaysrattles.com. Have a good day.